On January 31st, 2006, my health and disability benefits were terminated. It should be noted, when pay and/or health benefits were suspended and/or terminated, I worked while not receiving pay with various company officials at resolving outstanding issues. In March of 2006, I informed a senior ACPA representative and copied the entire ACPA Master Executive Council that I could no longer participate in negotiating a resolution to differences until benefits were restored. Ultimately, health and disability benefits were never restored. And then on October 5th, 2006, Air Canada terminated my employment. I am now no longer licensed to practice my profession. I remain unemployed and find myself on the verge of financial ruin. And I am no longer able to provide for my family at the level I was at prior to suspension and termination of employment. Further, I am not aware of ACPA filing a single grievance on my behalf. I have informed Transport Canada, the Transportation Safety Board of Canada, the Canadian Industrial Relations Board, the Supreme Court of Canada, and several other parties of these developments. It is more than 5 years since I filed the air safety report, yet I am no longer employed and have not received the air safety report investigation's final report. This is why I say SMS is misleading. Interestingly, Air Canada corporate policy and safety management systems encouraged me to come forward and voice concerns without fear of reprisal. The experts will tell you this is the so-called foundation of a flight safety reporting culture. Indeed, this is part of the job description of the aviation profession. I can't help but wonder how we can expect SMS to foster a culture of safety when there are such severe reprisals for an individual like me who sought only to follow safety standards and improve safety for our flying public. Where does a guarantee of no reprisals fit into this scenario? This is why I say SMS has no integrity and substance. In closing, I would like to point out a final irony of my personal situation. In January 2006, I requested the Air Canada Emergency Response Program be implemented to redress the hardship to me, my wife, and children that resulted from this crisis. The Emergency Response Program manual recognizes that, quote, accidents, incidents, or other occurrences of a personal nature could produce acute stress reactions which, if left unresolved, may have an impact on an individual's health, career, or job performance, unquote. The Air Canada Pilots Association has thus far denied my request for assistance. I began this presentation by echoing previous calls for a thorough and transparent public inquiry into aviation safety. When I brought my concerns to governing bodies that promote a healthy and vibrant reporting culture, I was shocked to learn there was not a foundation to support me or the concerns I brought forward. If safety management systems is ever to control the reins of aviation safety, it must first rely on a foundation built from the ground up. Anonymity and an appropriate allowance for openness and transparency where necessary are essential ingredients to such a foundation. It is up to us to find the right mix. I will do what I can to assist this process. In the interim, I have an obligation to continue to seek a venue that will provide closure to me and my family from the personal hardships associated with this devastating situational crisis. Thank you for inviting me to speak and for the time you have spent listening to me, Kevin Gauthier, airline transport pilot number AA376158.